What's up, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free Major League Baseball home run prop show for Sunday, May 14th, 2023. And just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Smash that thumbs up. It helps us out a ton. It doesn't cost you a cent. And then we'll get into the home run props in a second. But I just want to let everyone know, these plays, if you're new to the home run prop show, are meant to just be plays for fun, for some coffee or some pizza money on the side, just to have a sprinkle on some side action. Definitely not plays you should be dumping your entire bankroll into. They're very high risk, high reward plays. But if you are looking for plays that I love the most, you can find those at pickdawgz.com by clicking the premium picks tab at the top of the page, and we'll get you sorted there. But we'll do a quick recap. We did manage to keep our streak going of at least one hit in all of our home run prop shows for the fifth day in a row. We saved the best for last. We had Luis Robert come through for us at plus 450 in that matchup against the Houston Astros. And, hey, you know what? Like I said, as long as we hit one, you get some of that money back. Now, hope you have some of that money saved because we have a massive show for you. A lot of meat on the bone today. And I'm excited to get it going. But, just want, for you guys, if you have player props that you like, hey, let me know in the comment section below. Do you agree with the angles that I took? Do you not agree? Like I said, do you have player props of your own? Drop them in the comment section. Now, sometimes I even go in there and check out the comments and the player props you guys leave in there as well, because some of you guys have been leaving absolute fire home run props in that comment section. So please, like I said, drop them in the comment section below. But if you're going to do it, please get them in there before the games start. If they're not in there before the games start, they don't help anybody. And we're trying to beat the books as a team. So like I said, make sure that you're getting those in there, and let's crush the books together. And none of this thank me later stuff. It's not a competition. Like I said, we're here to beat the books as one unit. But we'll get to the home run prop action for Sunday. Like I said, trying to get this out to you as early as possible because we do have a lot of afternoon baseball. It's just unfortunate that some of these odds only come out maybe around 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern time, and it doesn't leave a whole lot of time to get the games in, but we're going to do our best for you. Starting things off with the Miami Marlins, we're going to go with Jorge Soler to hit a home run at plus 275. He leads Miami in barrel rate at 18.9% this season, has a pair of home runs against right-handed pitchers in the last 2 weeks. Luke Weaver, starting for the Cincinnati Reds here, struggles for Cincinnati, allowing a 16.4% barrel rate this season. So I'm going to go with Jorge Soler to hit one at plus 275. Also looking at Jesus Sanchez at plus 450. Hitting for a 15.3% barrel rate this season. Also has a 393 batting average with 7 extra base hits, including a home run in the last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. So we're going to roll with Jorge Soler at plus 450. Jesus Sanchez at plus 450. Also looking at this matchup between the Cubs and the Twins, I like Patrick Wisdom to hit a home run. We get him at plus 600 here, hitting 250 with a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. But he leads the Cubs with a 22.2% barrel rate this season, while Louis Varland, starting for the Twins here, hasn't necessarily been the most reliable pitcher. He's allowing a 13% barrel rate this season, so I'm going to roll with Patrick Wisdom to hit one at plus 600. Also going to take a shot with Ian Happ to hit one at plus 600 as well. He's hitting 343 with a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. He has a 9.7% barrel rate, which isn't terrible. Anything usually above 6.5 to 7% for a hitter, you're starting to go in the right direction. So give me Ian Happ to hit one here at plus 600. Now, another Cub that I like, but I couldn't get a graphic for because there was no price available for him, but if you can find one closer to first pitch, I would jump on it, as Christopher Morel has a 30% barrel rate this season in limited action, 6 for 11 against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks, including a pair of home runs. So if you can find one on Christopher Morel, I would take a shot, put a sprinkle on Morel at whatever you can find him at. We're also going to move to the Houston Astros here. I'm going to take a shot with the familiar face Yordan Alvarez at plus 350, hitting 370 with 3 home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. Leads the Astros in barrel rate at 16.3%, while Lucas Giolito this season has a barrel rate near 10%. I just like the matchup here for Yordan Alvarez, so I'm going to go with Yordan Alvarez at plus 350. And we're going to go back to the well with the familiar face, the one that hit for us yesterday, Luis Robert. We're getting a great price with him at plus 650. Back to the well here. Like I said, he said it got a 371 batting average with 4 home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. Hunter Brown, he's not given up a ton of barrels this season, but with Robert still leading the White Sox in barrel rate in his recent run, it's hard to go against here. So I'm going to go with Luis Robert at plus 650. Now, the one thing I want to remind everybody is you don't have to play every single player prop that I give out here. I don't know if you're going to want, I have a lot of them on the board for Sunday for this show. So these are just meant to show you the plays that I'm going to have a couple bucks on. Yeah, and there's a lot of plays here, but I'm going to just have a few bucks on them just for some side action. And, you can parlay up whatever you'd like here. I always recommend to people, if you're going to parlay home run props, do a round robin if it's within your means. Because how many times have all of us been within one leg of our parlay and it's fallen flat? We were just so close to having that big payday. And with these high risk, high reward props, having a safety net of hitting a 2-leg parlay or even a 3-leg parlay if you play 4-teamer, it's definitely something that you want to make sure that you have sort of to get you some sort of profit in case only one leg doesn't hit. But again, hopefully we're going to be able to hit some of these guys, some of these props for you guys today, make you some nice plus money. But let's get right back into the prop action. We're going to have to stop a couple more times, so we want to make sure that we get these in as quickly as possible. I'm going to go to the Milwaukee Brewers, and decent matchup here. I'm going to go with Christian Yelich to hit a home run at plus 575. He hit 2 home runs on Saturday. Could do it again here. Jordan Lyles been one of the worst in baseball at giving up the long ball. He's allowed a league-high 13 home runs this season. Has a 13% barrel rate allowed this season. A matchup with Christian Yelich, too good to pass on here. So I'm going to take Christian Yelich at plus 575. And the one thing I want to point out is, these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. This show is meant to highlight those as well as give you guys some home run prop winners. But the reason I want to highlight that is because these betting tools at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays will do the heavy lifting for you. They'll help you find player props, and they'll show you how often they hit. They'll show you the best possible price or the best possible number for those player props. And that's the one thing that the books can't take away from you, is your ability to shop lines and find that best possible price. If you don't have an account with the book that's giving you the best possible price, you click that option on Pickdawgz or Sports Chat Plays in the betting tools, and it'll take you to the book. It'll give you a sports book bonus offer on us, and you get the best possible price, and you get a bonus to play it with. And like I said, you get an extra book in your back pocket. It adds to your advantage that the books can't take away, which is that ability to shop lines. But if you're a big believer in betting on streaks and hot and cold trends, there's a betting tool for that. There's a betting tool for profitable teams and profitable angles there as well. Like I said, they show you the player props. They show you, parlays. If you're a parlay player, they have a best parlay option with the best parlay available based on the plus money odds that are out there, as well as a parlay builder if you're looking to have just a specific kind of parlay built for you. Tons of options for you. I could do a show just on how awesome those betting tools are. So definitely make sure that you check them out at Pickdawgz and Sports Chat Plays. But you can see with Christian Yelich, this is just an example of how great those tools are, because one book, it's showing you, which one has the best price to hit a home run, and the other one's showing you his best price for total RBIs, total hits, total bases. So this is just one of the advantages that those betting tools give you, and they're 100% free, so you got to make sure you take advantage of them. But yeah, we're going to roll with Christian Yelich here at plus 575. Also going to go with Rowdy Tellez here at plus 475. Has a 12.9% barrel rate this season and a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. Still one of the bigger power threats on the Brewers. I like the matchup against Jordan Lyles. So give me Rowdy Tellez at plus 475. Also going to go with Willy Adames to hit a home run at plus 510. Didn't cash for us against Greinke on Saturday, but going back to the matchup here against an equally volatile Royals arm in Lyles. Has a pair of home runs against righties in the last 2 weeks. Going to roll with Willy Adames to hit a home run at plus 510. Also going to look at Charlie Blackmon to hit a home run at plus 600, hitting .333 against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks with a home run, and has a pair of home runs in his career against Philly starter Aaron Nola, including a bomb in Nola's last trip to Coors Field last season. So I'm going to take a shot here on Charlie Blackmon at plus 600. And we're going to switch to this matchup between the Rangers and the A's. And I like Marcus Semien to hit one here at plus 400. He has a pair of home runs in the last week against right-handed pitching. And while he doesn't have the best barrel rate this season, he's producing and could provide some value here. So I'm going to roll with Marcus Semien at plus 400. Also going to look at Adolis Garcia at plus 350. A team-high 13% barrel rate for Garcia this season. And Oakland's Drew Wyshynski struggled. He's allowed an 8.1% barrel rate and a home run in each of his starts this season. So I'm going to take Adolis Garcia at plus 350. Also going to look at Jonah Heim from the Rangers at plus 420, hitting .281 with a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. He's second on the Rangers in barrel rate, so I'm going to take Jonah Heim at plus 420. Also going to look at Josh Young of the Texas Rangers to hit one at plus 425. Also hitting well for Texas, has an 11.2% barrel rate this season and a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last 2 weeks. Definitely coming on strong for the Texas Rangers is Josh Young. So I'm going to take Young here at plus 425. I'm going to switch dugouts, stay in the same game. I'm going to roll with Brent Rooker to hit a home run at plus 410. Not often you're going to see A's on this home run prop show, but Rooker's numbers hard to ignore. Hitting 583 with a pair of home runs in the last 2 weeks against left-handed pitching. Andrew Heaney, starting for the Rangers, he's allowed 6 home runs in his last 3 starts and also has an 11.5 barrel rate allowed this season. I'm going to roll with Brent Rooker here at plus 410. Now, if you're new to the home run prop show, you've heard me talk about this before. What I like to do when I'm looking at home run props, I feel a very important metric when you're betting home run props is barrel rate. It's basically, for me, the most important metric. It's basically an all-in-one metric that combines sort of everything that comes into having a hard hit ball that's deep into the outfield and a ball that's likely to go for a home run. Perfect launch angle, exit velocity, you name it, barrel rate combines it. And it's not just for hitters and how often that they're producing these barrels at the plate. It's for pitchers and how many of these barrels they're giving up whenever one of their balls is being put into play. For how important barrels are to home run hitting, well, 45% of balls that were classified as barrels in 2022 went for home runs, and that was the shortest percentage we had seen in about a decade. And I mean, we're normally talking about 50 to 60% of balls that are barrels leaving the yard. And if you're going to give me a 50 to 60% probability edge on a player prop that's hitting at plus 500 or plus 600, I'm going to take that any day I can. So that's why I feel like barrel rate on both sides is just very important to keep in mind, especially I think it's one of the most important things to keep in mind analytics wise when you're looking at betting home run props. But we'll get back to the action. Only got a few more props here. Went back to my game slide from another day. But anyways, we got Lamont Wade Jr. here to hit one at plus 475. He has a 13.4% barrel rate this season, hitting .324 with 3 home runs last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. And Brandon Pfaadt, the starter for the Diamondbacks, struggled huge for Arizona since coming up. He's allowed 6 home runs in 2 starts so far with a 21.6% barrel rate this season in a small sample size. So I'm going to go with Lamont Wade Jr. at plus 475. Also going to roll with J.D. Davis at plus 390. He's hitting .464 with a pair of home runs against righties in the last 2 weeks. Has an 8.3% barrel rate this season, which is actually pretty decent. So give me J.D. Davis here at plus 390. And my long bet on the board going to be Dominic Fletcher at plus 1,000. The rookie tearing it up so far for the Diamondbacks. Worth riding the hot hand for a shot here. Logan Webb, he's allowed a home run in 5 of his last 6 starts. I think he's worth the play here. So give me Dominic Fletcher at plus 1,000. Also going to switch matchups to our Sunday Night Baseball matchup. Going to roll with Tristan Casas to hit a home run here at plus 460, hitting .444 with a pair of home runs versus right-handed pitching in the last week. Miles Michaelis, he's been getting lit up. He's given up a 10.1% barrel rate allowed this season, while Casas slugging to an 11.4% barrel rate on his own at the dish. So give me Tristan Casas here at plus 460, and we're going to round things out with Paul Goldschmidt to hit one at plus 320. Has a pair of home runs against right-handed pitching in the last week. Second on the Cardinals with a 16% barrel rate this season. Corey Kluber, he's been getting roughed up all season long. He's given up a 10.8% barrel rate this year. So I'm going to roll with Paul Goldschmidt at plus 320. Now, another player I liked here, I like Nolan Gorman, but couldn't find a graphic for him just because there were no odds for him at the time that we recorded this video. But he has a pair of home runs in the last week against righties. Leads the Cardinals with a 16.5% barrel rate this season. So if you can find a price on Nolan Gorman, I like him at as well for the Cardinals. Now going back to that matchup between the Giants and the Diamondbacks, I'll give honorable mention to Michael Conforto and Thairo Estrada. But Conforto hasn't been hitting righties well the last 2 weeks. Estrada doesn't have the best barrel rate this season. Not to say I'm relying on that for him, but I just didn't have enough good read on him to make him an official play here. So it's a lean for me towards Conforto and Estrada for the Giants. And for me, I also like the catalog of home run hitters in the Yankees and Rays matchup, especially the Rays against Clark Schmidt, who has a 12.3% barrel rate, 8 home runs allowed this season. Guys like Isaac Paredes, Josh Lowe, Brandon Lowe, and others. I also like Aaron Judge in that game if you can find a decent price. But if I went on that Yankees-Rays game, you guys probably have 40 home run props for today's show. And I could probably do a show just alone on the Yankees and Rays. So I like a lot of players in that one. But again, nothing for me to nothing specific for me stands out to give it out there. So we'll do a quick recap of the home run props that we gave. And there were a lot of them. We had, like I said, a lot of meat on the bone for Sunday. So you can be selective. Like I said, don't recommend playing everything. These are just the ones that I like for Sunday's action. We started off with Jorge Soler of the Marlins at plus 275. Also for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez at plus 450. For the Cubs, Patrick Wisdom at plus 600. Also for the Cubs, Ian Happ at plus 600. Again, if you can find a price on him, your first Easter egg of the show, if you've been stayed tuned long enough. Christopher Morel for the Cubs. Also like Yordan Alvarez at plus 350. Luis Robert of the White Sox at plus 650. Going to go to the Milwaukee Brewers like Christian Yelich here at plus 575. Next, I like Rowdy Tellez at plus 475. And also the Brewers' Willie Adames to hit one at plus 510. For the Colorado Rockies, you got Charlie Blackmon at plus 600 as a standalone play. Then for the Texas Rangers, you got a stack here. You got Marcus Semien at plus 400. Adolis Garcia at plus 350. Jonah Heim at plus 420. And Josh Young at plus 425. Going to switch dugouts, stay in the same game. Going to go Brent Rooker at plus 410 for the Oakland A's. Going to roll with Lamont Wade Jr. at plus 475. Going to roll with J.D. Davis at plus 390 of the Giants as well. My long bet of the day, Dominic Fletcher of the Diamondbacks at plus 1,000. The rookie tearing it up right now. Go to Sunday Night Baseball. We got Tristan Casas of the Red Sox at plus 460. And our last official play, Paul Goldschmidt at plus 320 for the Cardinals. And again, I like Nolan Gorman as well if you can find a price on him getting closer to first pitch. But thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. We're close to 130,000 subscribers on our Pickdawgz YouTube. Wouldn't be able to do it without your guys' love and support. So remember, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and hit that thumbs up. Make sure you have notifications turned on for if you're subscribed, so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz, especially this home run prop video. Today's a perfect example. So we're getting close to afternoon baseball action, and not much time between first pitch and when we can get this video out. So having those notifications turned on gets to be the first in the know when the newest content drops here at Pickdawgz. And again, if you're looking for my best bets, the games I'm the most confident in, you can find those at Pickdawgz Premium. While you're at Pickdawgz, I implore everyone and Sports Chat Place, please check out these betting tools. They are 100% free. They will do the heavy lifting for you. They're the best betting tools in the business, and you're not going to find betting tools like this anywhere, especially for free. Like I said, they are fantastic betting tools. So make sure you keep them on your tool belt, keep them in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Let's crush the books on Sunday.